fingers on the ASIS, in the bony part in the front of your hip. It's like a landmark. I call it the eyes of the pelvis. And very, very gently, see if you can push one side up towards your fingers. So it's not like you're exercising and you're trying to lift your hip. You're just trying to bring the bones into the finger. Rather than pushing the finger into the bone, you're trying to bring the ASIS on the right side up to your finger and then on the left side. And just check to see if one side is able to come and meet the finger in a different way than the other side. I can kind of talk to you about what I sense and give you an idea of kind of what to start looking for. Like when because my right leg is the leg that has more issues, when I bring the bone up, I can feel it all the way down into my knee. But if I do it on the left, I can just move the pelvis up a little bit towards my finger without any repercussion down my leg. Or you can look in the back of the hip, at the joint between the sacrum and the hip bone, the ilium, and see if you feel like it's rusty and not moving, or moving. And rest for a minute. Let it go. Let go even more, any tension that's not needed. Your fingers are still on the ASIS, on the front bony part of your ilium. And now, as you're going to lift the hip bone towards the finger, you're going to allow the big toe to roll a little bit inward. So the leg will have a little bit of an inward roll, maybe less than an inch, maybe half an inch. And then the other side. And see if rolling the big toe in, meaning the whole leg, helps with bringing that hip bone towards your finger. Anything to help. And rest. And come up on your elbows for a minute. So when babies starting to, they're laying in the crib and they started moving their legs, they move it this way. They kick this way with it internally rotated. When they lay down, they lay back. They completely open. So they have a full range of rotation. So right now we're seeing if that little bit allows that pelvis to roll in. Okay? So back down. Do you like it better with the rotation of the leg, or do you like it without the rotation of the leg?
I say without.
Well,
I say without.
Without?
Yeah.
And now try to take the opposite shoulder up towards the hip that's coming up towards the finger. So if you're lifting the right hip up, then the left shoulder will come a little bit off the floor. And see if that helps. And then let it go. And just let everything sink down with gravity to the minimum that's needed for it to just be. And then roll to the side, and from the side, come up to all six. Six meaning hands, knees, and feet. So find a good place. And I'm going to ask you to have your legs vertical to your hip, because we're going to start lifting one knee. You choose which knee you want. We're going to lift the knee straight up without taking it out. It's straight up to the ceiling without taking the knee out. Bring the knee in a little bit. There. Now straight up, vertical. There you go. Don't take it out. You want to do this. You want to do the doggy thing. No doggy. Straight up. So we are pushing it straight up to the ceiling from here. Right? And if it wants to go out immediately, then just lift the knee and keep the foot there. Yeah, keep the foot. Keep the foot for me. Keep the foot on the floor. Just lift the knee. Exhale. Lift the foot on the floor. Lift the foot on the floor. Okay. There. Do you feel how the hip is needing to move further?
Yeah, it's better like that with the foot on the floor. It's better with the foot on the floor.
Yeah. I mean, for this movement,
Yeah.
to separate, you're still moving the knee out. Think about, straight, there you go, okay, that's enough. Good. Bring your legs a little bit closer. There. That's the size of your hip. Yes. Flatten the floor. Put the whole foot down.
Okay. I'll leave it flat. Okay.
Yeah. All right. There.
Oh, yes.
There you go.
Okay.
All those details.
It's interesting.
Yeah. I can hear you.
My knee is going to crack every time.
Okay, so now lift it up, lengthen the leg, get really strong on your arms, don't lock your your ankles. So the leg is lengthened. And now see if you can lift the leg straight to your hip height. And then bend the knee and come back. Lift the knee, lengthen the leg, lift the leg to hip height, bend the knee, and make room for the knee to come. And lift the knee, and lengthen the leg, and lift the leg, Bend the knee and make room, make room, make room, make room. So we're working right on the sacroiliac joint. And you're trying to get it nice and lubricated. And lift the knee last time. And stretch it, the leg, and lift the leg. And bend the knee and find room. There you go. And rest. And let's come up again. Shall we do the other leg or shall we keep it going? Let's keep it going.
Okay.
Lift that knee, stretch the leg, lift it to hip height, and now turn the leg out and turn the leg in. Turn the leg out and turn the leg in. Try not to change the height of the leg here. Out and in and out and in. Now when it's in, bend the knee. When it's out, bend the knee. So you're going to look at the knee from the inside. You're going to come out, you're going to turn, and you're going to bend the knee, and you're going to look at the knee from the outside. You're going to straighten the leg, keep the pelvis flat, parallel to the floor, to the ceiling, bend the knee, and look at the knee. And lengthen the leg, turn the leg out, bend the knee and look at the knee. And straighten the leg. And turn the leg in and bend the knee and look at the knee. And straighten the leg. And turn the leg out. And look. Try not to skip the stages, so that when the leg is straight, turn it in first, and then bend the knee, and then go as far as it feels good to you. And then straighten the leg. This is neutral. Now turn out, and then bend the knee, and go as far as it feels comfortable. Back to neutral, actually rest. Okay, rest. Like that. And as you lie down, take a minute to observe what has changed in the sensations of the joint. If you can picture the joint, the leg going in from the side, back side, coming from the butt side, it goes diagonally in towards the center of your hip. And the ball is sitting right there towards the center of your hip. And it's a ball and a socket. And there is fluid, synovial fluid all around. And now, as you're just laying there comfortably, think about, put your fingers back on your ASIS, on the eyes of the hip, and bring the foot in and roll the whole leg in really slow, like you're in a dream, and see if the everything is moving a little bit freer, and then allow the toe to go out and out and out and out, and rest. Imagine that you have a string attached to your knee and somebody is pulling the knee up towards your shoulder or towards your elbow, dragging the leg up in the hip socket, and when it feels nice and fluid and open, bring the knee up so it's up above your chest. Once it's up above your chest, drop it back down. And very, very easy, without stress, without tension, allow the leg to slide down. So we're trying to find a track that the leg can be dragged up and over in the hip socket and back down without any glitches, without any thing on the way that's stopping it. We're trying to find a path of least resistance. That's your job. Not to go the highest, not to go the hardest, but the least, the easiest, the most fluid. So we're going back and forth. The foot is on the floor, the string is pulled, and the leg is bending and coming up, and the string is released, and the leg is coming down. The string is pulled, and the leg comes up, and the string is released, and the legs come down. The next time when you come up, stay up over the body and cross the leg over to the other side. Stay with the knee over to the other side of the body, crossing the body. The knee is bent. You can put your hand on the knee or not. And just allow the body to adjust so that completely open in that sacroiliac joint. And once, if you feel comfortable, you can start dragging the foot down on the floor and up on the floor on that side, when the leg crossing the body. Coming up a little bit towards your chest and going down a little bit towards your knee and your foot. And if you do it slow enough, you will be able to feel like a zipper. And again, you're trying to find the path of least resistance. The next time that your knee is up towards your belly button, roll back to your back, release the leg to the floor, and lengthen the leg. And just notice, how does this side feel? How does the other side feel? What kind of adjectives can you give it? And maybe none. Maybe just a sensation without words. Maybe it's a color. Maybe it's weight. Maybe it's a sensation of electricity. Maybe it's none of that. And we're going to roll to the side and count to all four because we have another side. How do you feel on that side?
Feel where it catches, but that's okay. I just don't.
Yeah, so you
I
just go a little bit
go
before.
just a little bit before.
Yeah, exactly.
Pain.
Huh?
There's too much pain.
Too much pain? So do a little bit less on this side. Just take breaks whenever you need to. You know, I'm giving only the frame. You decides what colors you want to put in there. Okay, so the other one. So we start by just lifting the knee directly, without the foot, directly up to the ceiling. Yeah, this one works way different. Straight up.
I thought this one would be better, easier, but it's not.
It's like a stiff block of wood. So let's exhale as you start the movement. And inhale as you release and come to the ground. Do less. There, that's enough. And rest. And let's come back up to all six. And lifting the knee and stretching the leg back and lifting the leg up to the hip height, not more than that. Bending the knee, making room for the legs to go down. And lifting the knee, stretching the leg back, lifting the leg to hip height, bending the knee, and making room, keeping the hip up so the leg can come in and rest. So the tendency would be to drop the hip, if I can say that. So just remember that, so don't forget that. So lift the knee, not the foot, not the foot. Lift the knee, stretch the leg, find the height, and keeping the pelvis up there so the knee can have its way. And lift and stretch. And so I just found out what I'm doing, and I don't know, pay attention if you're doing it. So when I lift this up, I tend to go a little bit to the opposite leg. I'm allowing my hip to go out. Don't. Try to stay completely centered without shifting. So right here, don't do that. Just hold myself. And make room, make room, make room. There. One last one. Up with the knee, lengthen, and Good. And make room. And rest. And we're going to go back up. We're going to lift the knee. We're going to lengthen the leg. We're going to lift the leg. We're going to turn it in. We're going to bend the knee. And we're going to look at the leg. We're going to bring the leg back to neutral at the hip height. We're going to turn the leg out. We're going to bend the knee. And we're going to look at the knee. Oops, sorry. Again, I cheated. Come back to neutral, which is hip height. Turn in, bend the knee, and go down towards it. Come back to neutral. Turn out, bend the knee, and don't drop the knee down. Come with your shoulder and then head towards the knee. And come back to neutral. Neutral is hip height. Now if it's too much, don't do it on the floor with a straight leg, like this. Okay? But if it's okay for you to be high, then turn out and keep the leg at that height. Don't allow the foot to drop or the knee to drop. And neutral, turn in and towards it, and parallel or neutral, turn out and come towards, and out and come back down, and let's go down from the ground, on the back, prone position. Just allow your body to settle in, find the floor, find the mat, find the trust to let go. Find the breath that can sink in. And attach an imaginary string to the knee and start dragging the leg up. Find the opening in the hip to come up over the chest. And release the string so that the leg can slide down. And again, the string pulls. You find the opening in the hip socket, acetabulum, and drop and let the string release and the leg lengthens. And you are pretty passive, it's somebody else that's pulling the string. And kind of in your mind's eye, notice how this side is moving differently from the other side. Without a judgment, just notice. Are there any glitches on this side? If there are any, where are they? compared to the other side. And on the next time that you come up, stay up. And take the leg over the body, all the way to the other side. And stay there for a minute, allow the body to adjust. This is a huge rotation. No small business. Take another 2 or 3 breaths just to adjust. And when you feel ready, start dragging the foot up and dragging the foot down. And notice how the movement up the sacroiliac joint feels on this side. Is it as a zipper-like feeling like was on the other one? Or is it just moving smoothly? Is the range different? And don't force it. I have to keep on. I've been doing it for 50 years and I keep on reminding myself I so want to push to the end of my ability. But the learning doesn't happen by forcing. And the next time that the knee comes up towards the belly, roll back on your back. And bring the other leg up. So both legs are over your chest. And when one leg goes down, the other one is up. And when the other one goes down, the other one is up. So you're switching between the legs, coming from that string on the outside, so the knees are pointing outwards as they're dragging. So it's not an exercise, it's a dragging of the legs. Dragging, dragging, dragging. So if you are going to be paint, if you had paint on your side of your foot, you're making kind of almost a circle or like an ellipse, pretty rounded ellipse. See if you can picture it. Go ahead and come up on your elbows and watch your feet doing it. Can you see the ellipse? There you go. And you can let it go up. And let it go. You're going to feel it. All right, let it all go. Turn both feet so they're parallel, the toes are up towards the ceiling. And now crisscross or bring the toes inward so the legs are turning in. Hold it there. Now your sacroiliac joint is open. Change which leg is crossing. And let go. Let it go out again. And again, bring the leg up towards the ceiling. Turn the legs in, crisscross the feet. One over the other. Change which one is crossing. Hold it there for a second or two. And let go. We'll do it one more time. Bring the legs up, the feet up, sorry. Goes to the ceiling and turn the legs in and cross. 2, 3, 4. Uncross, cross the other way. 2, 3, 4, and let go. Turn a little, make fist. Turn a little bit to the side and put your hand right at the sacrum, at the joint, and then turn the other way and put your hands on the sacrum and just lay on your fist. Just for a minute. Straighten your legs. Right on the fists. And send healing from your fist to the sacrum, to the joint. If you need to move it a little bit into a different section, go ahead and do that. And then undo your hands, your fist, take them off, out of you, underneath you,